So welcome to Just Pause, our weekly opportunity to reconnect with our center. And in doing so, can we open the energy channels so that we can reach out in authentic connection to love others. So our practice today comes from the Himalayan Institute tradition, and it's concentrated on the chakra, right? The 7 main energy centers that travel through the length of the spine. The root chakra, starting at the base. The second chakra, the sacral chakra, being in the just south of navel, or right around the navel center. Then the third comes into the solar plexus, just south of the sternum, but above the navel. Heart center, throat chakra, third eye, and then finally the crown chakra. So I'm going to guide you through a meditation, a visualization of these 7 chakras, and give you the bija, which is the root mantra or the root sound for each of these energy centers. All I ask of you is to visualize what's there for you, all right? Some caution in the sense that I'm just going to read this because this is broader than my personal experience, but it does lay out some foundations. So this practice is not appropriate for individuals with mental emotional disorders. It is too advanced for those who are not yet breathing diaphragmatically. It is also not for people who are not living clean lives. And they give the example for someone who is using drugs for recreational or for numbing purposes. If that is the case, please feel free to ignore, turn off, come back later, maybe even just returning to some nadi shodhana, alternate nostril breathing to help balance your centers. This practice is ultimately designed to be learned and then personally draw yourself through these energy centers without the dependency on a guide or a teacher. But in learning, we need a good guide to hold that space and to direct the learning. So know that I'm here to hold that space until you're ready to own that sense of self-guiding in your practice. So with that, let's begin. Root through your sits bones. Rise through the crown of the head. And you are more than welcome to do this in a reclined position if that feels safer for you. Essentially, we want to bring the channel into an open current. No kinks in the nerve, right, in the spinal cord, which is just really the correlation in the anatomy for the Sushumna channel that comes from the tail up to the crown of the head, from the root, the Muladhara, to the Sahasrara. And then there's 2 complementary energy paths that oscillate back and forth, crisscrossing from right to left. Some say they cross at the chakra, others said they loop around and cross above and below, but those are the Ida and the Pingala. So to begin our practice, just follow your breath. On the inhale, let the breath climb up the spine. On the exhale, let the breath travel down the spine. And just notice the conditions of your energy channel, your Sushumna energy pathway. It's okay if you slide into the Ida or the Pingala and take a kind of a roundabout detour. But notice if that's a choice or a necessity. Do you come upon some congestion, a stuck point, perhaps a blind spot in your journey? Inhaling up the spine, exhaling down the spine. As we turn our senses inward, we open those less externally focused sensations, the vestibular sense of our balance, that righting reflex. So as we start to perhaps sway, we find our way back to center. Our proprioception, where is our body in space? And we're going to use that to tap into the subconscious or the less tangible, more esoteric realms of each of these chakra centers. And finally, we're also going to tap into that sense of our interoception, or how am I feeling inside? For example, am I hungry? Am I tired? Am I sad? Am I joyous? Those are the internal emotions that our interoception can help us to sort out. So as we return now to this chakra visualization, take 2 more paths up and down the spine, just noticing what you notice as you travel the Sushumna channel. Resistance by Lisa Lowitz. Not words, but the echo of a temple bell after it has been struck. Not action, but true awareness. Form finds form, as in painting, prayer, song. Resistance too finds a welcome. For without resistance, there is no yielding. Without struggle, no triumph. Without sound, no silence. What if all your mistakes were really divine designs to teach you how to see beyond yourself? What you struggle against eventually becomes you. The way river becomes ocean, small water inseparable from big water. Everything in flow. So find Savasana, the shape and the intention. As you come back to that spinal breath up on the inhale and down on the exhale, traveling the channels of prana through each of your chakra centers. Close your eyes and focus your attention at the Muladhara chakra, the abode of the earth element at the base of your spine. Perhaps visualize a yellow square surrounded by 4 petals. Mentally repeat LAM, L-A-M, the bija mantra of the earth element. Lam, 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 Lam. Next, visualize the Svadhisthana chakra, the abode of the water element, just above the root, below the navel, in the pelvic bowl. Visualize an ocean blue circle with a white crescent moon in the center. The circle is surrounded by 6 petals. While you maintain this image, mentally repeat the bija mantra of the water element, Vam, V-A-M. Vam, 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 Vam. Now visualize the Manipura chakra, the abode of fire, the solar plexus, just above navel center, below the tip of your sternum. Here, visualize a red triangle pointing upward. This triangle is enclosed in a circle of 10 petals. Mentally repeat the bija mantra of the fire element. Ram. R-A-M. Ram. 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 Visualize the Anahata, the heart center, the abode of air. Visualize 2 smoky gray triangles, one superimposed upon the other, encircled by a 12-petaled lotus. Mentally repeat the bija mantra of the air element. Yam. Y-A-M. Yam. 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 Visualize the Vishuddha chakra, the abode of ether at the base of the throat. A sky blue circle is surrounded by 16-petaled lotus. The presiding force of this chakra is contained in the bija mantra of space or ether. Ham. H-A-M. Ham. 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 Now visualize the Ajna chakra, the center between the eyebrows, the realm of the mind. This chakra consists of a yellow triangle surrounded by a circle. A bright white flame is enclosed in the triangle. Outside the circle are 2 petals. Mentally repeat the mantra, So hum. So hum. So hum. So hum. So hum.
as we reach the Saha chakra, the 1,000-petal crown center, which is the abode of pure consciousness. At this center, all colors, forms, and shapes dissolve, for this chakra is beyond the realm of mind, and therefore beyond our imagination. It can be experienced as countless rays of white light. However, it is often visualized as a 1,000-petal lotus with a pinkish aura, so the mind can conceive it. Repeat the mantra Hamsa. 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 Lam. Your Muladhara grounding root chakra. Vam, your watery, creative, sacral or Svadhisthana chakra. Ram, your fiery, solar plexus, Muladhara chakra. Yam, the heart, Anahata, the space for love, this air element. Hum as it exits through your throat, the Vishuddha chakra, the abode of ether. We rise to the third eye, Ajna chakra, so hum. Once again, returning towards Sahasrara, crown chakra, Hamsa. With the channels of the spine awakened, stimulated, manipulated, breathed into and opened, find your way back upright to realign, to stack head above heart, above pelvis, crown above third eye, above throat, heart, solar plexus, navel center, and root chakra. As we stack the ears over the shoulders, over the ribs, over the hips, whether we choose the energetic impression of the chakra centers or the anatomical reference to the bony landmarks of the body. They represent the opening of the communication between this body and earth and our divine spirit in the oneness, through the nerves, through the muscle tissues, through prana and breath. May you breathe deeply and move freely, labor lovingly, and live vibrantly. May you be well. Namaste.